All right. And who are you?
My name is MItzi Rivers Singleton, and I'm a member of Sunflower Community Action of Wichita, Kansas, which is an affiliate of the National People Action.
Okay. So, Mitzi, tell us about your payday lending nightmare.
I was in a debt trap for about 7 years. I took out a payday loan, one payday loan, to be able to pay some bills off. And over several years, I ended up having about 7 stores that I was working with payday lending. It cost me about anywhere from $370 to about $550 every 2 weeks to pay back fees. Over that many years, about 7 years, I probably paid in fees that never met my principal, about $30,000.
So, how much did you originally borrow? What was your original amount of money in those 7 loans?
About $3,000 that I needed to get out of them.
So, you originally borrowed $3,000 at about 7 payday lenders, and over a 7-year period, you ended up paying somewhere around $30,000 in just the fees.
That's correct.
That is correct. So, what was the original thing that that caused you to get into payday lending?
Well, was it quick and easy? They didn't do any credit checks, and it was quick. You could go in and get a check, pay it back, and have extra money if you needed it. And basically it was because when the gas prices went up, my check stayed small. And just try to make sure that I'll meet all my bills to keep my family in my home. And
so you originally thought that these payday lenders were there to help and provide a service for you, but in fact,
I got into a debt trap, and I couldn't get out, and I needed to get free.
So what set you free?
What set me free? Well, I saw a bunch of people being radical on TV about these payday loans, and I wanted to find out what they knew. And so I got involved with Sunflower, and they helped me with the local credit union, helped me to get out of the payday lending, to help me to get free from it so that I can live the American dream. And my dream was to be a homeowner.
And so you went to a credit union. They gave you a loan, which did what happened with that loan the credit union gave?
The credit union gave me a loan and helped me to get completely out of debt, out of all of the payday lenders that I was involved in. And it also helped me to set up a budget, to be able to see where my money was going and how to keep from never going back again. And to this day, I've never been in another payday lending place.
So it's 2010. When did you get this loan to pay that off? About how long?
About 5 years ago. 2005.
2005?
Yes.
And so in this 5-year period, what is something new just happened in your life, right?
What new just happened in my life? I closed on my own home in February of this year.
February of this year.
And it has been liberating for me because I didn't think I could do it.
Let me see what you did the day you got the keys to your home.
I said, woo! I was so excited because this is a place where I can have something for my children for their future. If I didn't get out of the debt rut that I was in, I couldn't see myself giving them anything for the future. I had okay.
Come on back over here. You all right?
Okay.
Take 2.
Okay. But by being in those that debt, wasn't able to take care of them like I should, or even more, a little bit more, have those little fun things that we wanted to do. I didn't have that extra money. But once I got out of it, I learned how to budget.
How big is your family?
I have 6 children.
And you are a single mother of those 6 children.
Yes, I am.
Also,
and this year, I'm a grandmother too. So
yeah,
I have a lot of responsibilities.
So, you've gotten out of this debt trap. You've, been in, you've seen the light. So why do you stay involved with Sunflower, and why do you keep wanting to hold banks accountable?
Because
payday lenders.
Because I want to be that voice that's out there, that's showing the people, those banks and all of those CEOs and everyone that keeps their money in their pockets, and we're all struggling, that there's a face to those people that keep going into payday loans and they're ripping them off. They're ripping us off, basically, because we need it, and they know that we need it, and they're taking advantage of us. And I want to hold them accountable because we work hard. We pay fees, and we help bail out, and because of us, we should be able to use that money for us, not against us.
So if and that's one problem. So if a bank would have loaned you this money in the first place, you wouldn't have never had to go to a payday lender. Is this correct?
And that's correct. But I also learned in this whole process that I know that it's needed for some people to get from maybe a top spot, but to be able to pay it back. But sometimes you can't pay it back, and the way they have it set up, you don't pay it back. Okay. You never get to the principal. You constantly giving the fees. And so I want to be able to be here to hold banks accountable, to have reform, so that everyone that's out there can see where their money is going, so that we can go to those big banks and let them know that we're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to lie down and allow you to continue to take advantage of us. We're going to fight. I'm going to fight. And that's why I've been in this fight for 5 years, because I'm not going to stop.
And so is this part of the reason why you're going to NPA and to the showdown on K Street this week?
Yes, I'm going to go to K Street, and I'm going to raise my voice and let those banks like Wells Fargo and Goldman Sachs understand and know that we're not going to take it lying down. We're going to fight for our democracy that's going to be fair, and so that we'll be able to use the money that we put in to be able to fund our dreams, to be able to live.